I'm live. Hey guys. Just a little spontaneity, a little just hopping on out of nowhere, as always. Just wanted to hop on and deliver a message, guys. Wait, see if anyone wants to come through. Come and connect. Welcome, guys. Welcome to this moment of you. Every moment is a moment of you. It is a moment for you to embrace, to align, to reflect, to see, to connect to more and more and more of your light as you allow the moment to be brought into your awareness. When we hurry on to other things, tasks, lists, to-dos, tomorrow, next year, 10 years, when we get caught up in that, we really kind of lose what is available in this very moment. And it is what is available in this very moment that will fulfill the future, that will fix the past. Not that there is ever any fixing to do. All is as it should be in every moment of now. It's about not allowing the moment to escape you as an opportunity, as a gift, as a message, as a reflection of your light. Where we bring our awareness, we literally are illuminating our light. No different than what we bring focus to is illuminated. It grows. And it is because it is through our light, our eyes or our perception, or where we're taking our mind, our thoughts. That is our focus. That is our perception. That is what we are seeing. Spirit is saying, as we see, we become. And it's about really, really embracing the moment of now. It's not about the end. It's about the journey. It's about the now. It is about the process. It is about the revealing of your light before you in this moment of now. And then it just keeps saying, don't let this moment escape you. I don't know if there's a song that says, don't let this moment escape you, but it's almost like they're making reference to a song. Don't let this moment escape you, but I have no clue. Hey, Lauren, good to see you. Hey, Leona, have not seen you in a while. Of course, I haven't been on Temple of the Sun for a while. Hey, Facebook user. Yeah, I've been really focused in my master group. So I had a few minutes and I wanted to hop on at the temple. Hey, beautiful Carissa. So, and we're creating our moments. So we will be given more of ourself, more moments, more light, and to be, they're just saying, to be in awe at when you can accept the now and accept your light. The universe receives that as delivering you more abundance, more fulfillment. And it all comes from every moment of now. But it's like if we worry too much about the future, or the projection, or the plans, or the have-tos, or how it's going to turn out, we're really, I hate to use the word waste because everything is as it should be, but we're not utilizing, Spirit says, what is available to us now. It goes to that old saying, waste not, want not. Like my mom would always say, waste not, want not. Don't waste that. That one drop left in the jar, don't waste that. And it's kind of like that energy. It's all energy. Don't waste, waste not, want that. Meaning don't waste, don't be wasteful, be conscious. So it even applies to waste not, want not, being conscious of the energy, whether it be in form or in thoughts, that is available to you now. And as you utilize that, you're not in need or in want in the future, because as you fully utilize, accept, and take in what is available to you now, you'll always have moments, stuff, availability to take in more later. Yeah, Spirit's never explained it like this before. So as we really become present in the now. We're telling the universe is within us, not without us. It's just reflecting the energy that we're living, being, buying into in every moment. So as we allow what is available to us now energetically or materialistically, as my mom would say, waste not, want not. She was talking about food or stuff in general that we use on a daily basis. But if we utilize that now and we're fulfilled and we're receiving everything now and using that up, then it's almost like spirit is saying, you'll always be fulfilled. You'll always have what you need. You'll always have what you need, because that is the energy you're living out and playing out, and you're showing appreciation and you're utilizing it. You're not wasting it by saying, universe, I don't need that. Or self, it's you really. Self, I don't need that reflection. Hell with you. Hell with you. I don't need that. Whatever. I don't care if I waste that half a can of beans. Who cares? So it's almost like dismissing instead of appreciating in your awareness, that energy, that gift, that opportunity or guidance or person or place or thing or thought, whatever it is for you, that is right there, right now. And so then when we show you appreciation and utilizing the energy available to us now, then it's like we're always going to have energy to utilize. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like we're creating the momentum. We're creating the trajectory for every future moment of now, in this moment of now, in essence. And I know that's a back to basic, but spirit put it for. And I always got my parents, particularly my mother, that was her saying, running in my head, in my subconscious when I'm doing things and I'm almost going to waste something. Or even like I have these toothpaste tubes on the sink and I was going to squeeze them. And I'm like, I can almost squeeze it. I'm like, God, do I need to put the effort to squeeze that last little bit out? Or am I going to just chuck it? But I got my mother's sinking voice in my mind saying, you can squeeze a little more out. And then I'm like, yeah, that's showing appreciation for the toothpaste, for the makers, for the company, for the money spent, for the packaging, for all of it. So that is just a kind of a silly example, but being conscious of what is available to you now. And as we use it to the fullness, then we will not want for the future. Waste not, want not. But this is in terms of energetics, but energetics is what creates our hologram, our manifestation. Look at you guys popping on. Thank you for joining, guys. Master Light Blasters. Hello, Linda. Thank you. Thank you, Linda, for being here. Bridget, I have not seen you guys. I know I haven't been doing my regular lives at the temple. If you guys feel called, I have a private group called the Master Light Blasters. It's a paid private group, and it's really like intensifying and like really bringing a focus to our mastery, which it's nothing out of the ordinary, just allowing more and more of ourselves. But where two or more are gathered with the same focused intent, we're really reflecting and illuminating one another's energy, but we're also doing that here as well. Hi, it's Diamond Gem. Oh, so beautiful. Thank you, Bridget. Diamond Gem, which is Kim Chemistry, guys. Thank you, Master Light Blaster from the group. It's something I need to get over. I have come to realize, Lauren Riley, Master Light Blaster, I have come to realize that I'm addicted to not having hardly any bills and being in a retirement of sorts. Whatever fulfills you, is it an addiction or is it a fulfillment? So I was listening to a beautiful Bashar interview, and he's my favorite spiritual teacher, channeled by Daryl Inca, and he was talking about addictions. So I'm not sure if you are making fun of the word addiction, as in making light of it, but an addiction typically is to fill the space of something that can only be sustained within you. It's like that filler. You're either filling it to take the space of something you really want to bring forth, express, or live in life, or an addiction can also be avoidance, because you don't want to face whatever the energies are within you that just want to come into your awareness. Nothing's right, wrong, evil, bad, good. It's just an experience. It's just an energy that our soul has come to experience, to know thyself. So I'm not sure what you mean by addiction. Is it a filler to prevent you from being fearful of moving in another direction? And that's kind of what he was talking about, how addictions will help us to avoid fear or to be in place of something we're really not ready to take action on due to fear. Grand Rising. Brian Schusler. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Grand Rising. Thank you guys. Master Light Blaster Carissa. Leona Sue. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Kim Chemistry. So good to see you guys all. Oh, and there's Tamara, Master Light Blast. Ouch, Wild Blue. So I did something today. I just touched my nose. I pierced my nose, my other nostril. I got a nose. I might as well make use of it. I got a big nose. I might as well make use of it. So I've been wanting for a long time to do a little stud here. I just touched it, so it reminded me of it because I've had this one, I don't know, 20-something years, 20 years. So I decided to do this one, and it literally took me a half an hour to pull the trigger. So I have my own piercing gun. I used to do hair, and I actually did it myself, but it took me a half an hour to work up the courage. And I kept asking my internal doubter, okay, am I going to like it? And, you know, this is a yes for me. This is a no. I knew the answer. We always know the answer, but we like to get that affirmation from tools or modalities or outer reflection. And I'm like, am I going to like the result? And I said, yeah. And I'm like, maybe I should really go to a professional that does it with the needle instead of the gun. And it says, can I do it myself? And it said, yes, yes. And I was so scared, literally. And it really didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. So yeah, I've been doing some self stuff, touched up my roots today. All right, using some of my old skills on myself. It is an addiction. Okay. Hey, Tucker, Chris Tucker, Master Light Blaster, Casey Incarnate. So, Chris, this morning I woke up and the visualization I had, that what kind of sparked today's message, I literally thought of you. So hopefully you're still there. I just wanted, and I was going to bring it to the Masters group tonight, but seeing you're there, you're my sign to bring it up now. So thank you guys for being here, and please share out if you don't mind. And I do like it. I do like it. So I think it looks cool. My piercing gun didn't have the size for the mini stud. I lost it or something. I was trying to put plastic wrap in it. You know how you put plastic wrap in a candle holder sometimes to prevent the weeble wobble in a candle or a piece of foil? Well, I was trying to do that with the mini. So I ended up piercing myself with the medium size stud, but that looked ridiculous. So I popped it out, and of course it bled. And then I had to reinsert with the smaller stud. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. Thank you, shared with love. Thank you. All right. All right. Oh, one quick thing I want to mention about, hey, Mark, thank you for being here. Mark Shoemaker, Master Light Blaster. You guys are all Master Light Blasters if you're here, and you guys are the ones creating the message together. And it's so beautiful to see such a turnout of you guys here, because I've been not coming on as much in the public arena. All right. And I wanted to mention one other thing to Brian Schusler, and he says grand rising, and a lot of us will use that term grand rising, and we are all rising in consciousness and frequency and self-awareness. So we're always rising. So as we rise in frequency, everything, no exceptions, everything in our hologram has to rise and expand with us, because it is our energy. It's through our awareness and our perception that we're literally creating this hologram through our lens. So as we rise in frequency, the ascension journey, it's never done. It's a journey. It's not like, oh, I'm here now, I arrived, because God is love. Love is expansive, and it's never ending. It's eternal, everywhere, all at once, no beginning and no end. That's what we all are. I know it's hard for the human mind to fathom. But as we're rising in frequency, in our self-awareness and our consciousness on our ascension journey, everything else is taking on a new label and a new definition. We discussed this last night in the Masters, because we are seeing through a new, cleaner lens. Everything was created and is source, an expression of source, and it's an expression that we're creating as a mirror, a reflection, an experience to experience ourselves. So anyways, definitions and labels, what they used to mean, and the limitations, we're expanding them as well. So grand rising, to get back to my point here, as we rise, everything really is a grand rising. We're going to see through intensified senses, like we're going to see the colors and vibrancy and hear things we haven't seen, see things. Things are going to taste extra yummy and good. And we're just really opening up to our senses. Everything is illuminated. Everything is rising with us as our energy, DNA, activations, light, as we embody more and more light It is intensifying and freeing any blockages that we previously have had. So our light, and you can think of it as our awareness, what we focus on, literally illuminates a new object. Like they say, like quantum physics says, an atom doesn't move or it isn't there until you bring your awareness. Well, nothing is here until we bring our awareness. Does a tree really fall in the forest if nothing observes it? They say no. You can discern or believe what you want to believe. So our reality isn't existing unless we bring our focus. And as we bring our focus, our awareness to something through a higher frequency, it takes on a higher frequency. It reflects the higher frequency back at us. So even our normal five senses are all being accentuated. Is that the word? Illuminated, intensified, more sensitive, and that also is opening up our extra sensory perception. That, the more psychic things are also becoming more in tune. Everything is becoming more alive. Everything is rising. So that brings me to you, Chris, if you're still there. So this morning I woke up and I'm awake, and I drink like a quart of water, or like a big thing of water with lemon and sea salt as I wake up. I do take a couple green tea pills. I don't drink coffee, but I take a couple of my green tea supplements just to kind of wake me up, even though I'm sure they do nothing because I've been taking them for years. But anyways, as I woke up, I had this image and I saw the rug. I saw this rug as clear as day. I'm like, all right, where have I seen that rug before? It was straight in my mind. I see it now. It was gray. It had little ripples, and then it had like little tassels on the end. And I'm like, I know I've seen that somewhere. Why is that in my head? And then, Chris, you came to my mind because I know that you're really interested in remote viewing and out of body experiences. And I'm like, just maybe that was an outer body experience. Maybe I was remote viewing somewhere. Maybe I was teleported somewhere where I literally saw this rug. It was physical. So sometimes I see things before me and it's more of a hologram, like, it's me seeing the energy dense as symbolically, but this was in my mind, like, oh, I saw that image. And I'm like, I bet you this is remote viewing. I wasn't trying. I wasn't doing anything. It was just there. So my point is here, Chris, and everybody who is interested in that kind of stuff, is that sometimes we put such expectations or insistence on something, how something has to be or has to develop or appear. We sometimes dismiss, oh my God, this goes back to waste not, want not. We sometimes dismiss the energy that is available to us now because it isn't appearing, or it didn't happen through a certain ceremony or modality or meditation or procedure. It just happened. So when we dismiss those things, sometimes we're dismissing the very thing we're looking for. If we're God source energy, pure love and light, which we are, we have all of that available within us, and we're activating that, right? We're just remembering who we are. We're just having the human journey that's giving us the experience to self-realize, to know God, to know thyself through another dimension, timeline, in order to continue the expansion as well. So we already are all that. So doesn't it make sense as we're rising, like Brian said, thank you, grand rising, and everything in our physicality and before us is also rising. It is becoming more free, more open, more light, less density. Does it not make sense that those things and sensations and psychic powers are going to manifest out of nowhere without trying? Because we are ready, we activated, or we're a higher frequency. So I know that Chris, you're really intent on opening your third eye. What if it's already open? What if you're already seeing things or flashes and you're dismissing them, and they're actually the very thing you're looking for? Because sometimes what we're looking for is right underneath our nose, but because we have an expectation or insist it has to be a certain way, or some sort of otherworldly, mystical, out-of-body experience, we don't realize it's us. It's already there. And I just see it still. I just see the texture of the rug and everything. I was somewhere, and our imagination is God mind. It is our imagination that creates our reality, our visions. So it's just food for thought, guys. Maybe we are wasting energy. You know how every moment is a moment of now, to embody, to align, to reflect, to open up, to allow more and more of ourselves. Do not dismiss those moments, Spirit is saying. When you have a flash, don't say, oh, that was weird. Where'd that come from? Or, oh, it was activated by a movie. Maybe it was activated by a movie. Maybe it was triggered, but nonetheless, it still brought you there. Does that make sense? I do not have the option to share out, but I would. Thank you, Facebook user. I do not have the option. When I'm on StreamYard, I can't, but I notice when I'm on Facebook Live, then I can share out. So thank you anyways for trying. Yeah, that's why I always ask, because I don't have it on my phone on StreamYard, and I don't have my computer on me. Thank you for joining, guys. Kelly Ann Kingsley. Yes, imagination. I know you are really good at that. You used to do lives on that. Yes, imagination. That's why they nix the imagination in school. Nix it. They don't understand how it works. Yeah, so a lot of us, yes, and yes. I have rosemary, sage, got cola tea, great for fiscal brain clarity. Cool. Rosemary, sage. I do like sage, and I do like rosemary. Cola. I'm not sure what the cola is. Got cola tea. So we already are all that which we seek. We just need to just calm the F down. Just calm the F down, ground anchor, and allow what's available to us now and watch everything unfold. We're literally feeding ourselves in every moment of now. Every moment of now is part of our ascension. It's part of our reflection of ourself as we expand in consciousness, or whatever your desires are and dreams. Your soul, your heart already knows that. It's already operating behind the scenes. And as we utilize and allow what is before us now and recognize it for the gift, the magic, the synchronicity, the serendipity, the synchronicity, yeah, that's the word. Then more and more and more and more of that happens. That's literally creating, synchronicities are literally like little magical portals. When something is a miracle and it seems like miraculous, it is because we allowed it. It didn't happen outside of us. It's because we were aligned in sync with our energy, and boom. And then the more we recognize those boom moments, then the more and more, it's almost like all of a sudden our whole being starts firing off. And then it's going to fire off and be in our physical reality as that experience. So I'm just really, really understanding, even in my own self, the magic and everything that's available in this moment of now, because truly everything is in the now. The now moment is connected to all other now moments throughout eternity. It's just our focus, and our soul is focused on this. But we're also, because we are connected everywhere all at once, we're still got those streams of consciousness. They're within us, those activations, that remembering. We have those light codes, light information, streams of consciousness activating, which is also, we're connecting to abilities and gifts and expertisism and talents and other ways of being that our soul has also experienced, but everything simultaneously. So when we can really lock in, not lock, that sounds so permanent, as we can really allow, ease up on the push, the insistence, the expectation, the plan. And that's how that we were taught, guys. We were taught that. We were taught to make plans, think for your future. We were taught that. That was ingrained in us. So now we're like almost doing like the eclipse, a flipping the switch and going back to the beginning of our natural self. But we wanted that other experience, because the way to be realized, self-realized, is to have that contrast. And that's what this hologram does. It gives us those contrasts, and it gives us the resonant experience as well. Like, oh yes, this is me. This is peaceful. Oh yeah, that clicks. Or, oh no, I'm not really vibing with that. And no, I don't really, and that's okay. Nothing is bad or good. It is all just an experience that your soul came to have. So it's about embracing and allowing the moment, every moment of now, as an opportunity to synapse. They're saying synapse. All right, guys. Past keeps you stuck, future gives you anxiety, and now is the peace. And that's really good. You really know you're aligned and right where you need to be. Even though we're always where we need to be, there are experiences that are more preferable. And peace to me is the number one preference, because you can have everything in the world, but if you don't have peace, what is it? So, in that peace is that connection to your heart space, being in alignment. And what is that? Accepting you, accepting who you are, where you are, what you are, the good, the bad, the in between, all of it, accepting all of it as that experience of God. In the past, of course, we're programmed, oh, that's not appropriate. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't say that. Oh, no, that's stupid. Or no, people will laugh at you if you do that. Or that's not appropriate. That's not well accepted. Big effing deal. So now we have flipped the switch and we're all coming back home and we're all reflecting aspects of each other through one another. Like Kellyanne, her light, she's reflecting her mastery, what she came to master, which is what you've come to complete, an ancestral cycle you've come to complete, wrap up, to move on. She has her mastery and expertisism, I don't know if that's a word, and she's reflecting that for us. And then say Linda has a different expertise and she's reflecting those codes. And you could say, well, I don't see Linda, I don't hear her, I don't hear her tone. We're still affecting one another. Energy knows no bounds. It's everywhere all at once. So everybody on this platform today, in this live, we're all reflecting God's light to one another. We're all gaining, even in an unconscious level, information. Our hearts are always communicating to one another. Our mind is more limited. It's more kind of stuck sometimes. Our brain is kind of stuck, but it's catching up, and it wants to expand. It was just fearful like us. So you know how they say the ego wants to keep you safe, and it's a little bit fearful, operates out of safety and primal, forces. Well, our brain, oh my God, this is so freaking ass weird. It's almost like my brain right now is telling me, well, I do want to expand. I want to expand too. So our brain, holy shit, I've never connected with my brain before in this way. It's literally having a little conversation with me saying, as we step in to our personal power and let that fear be a tool and keep working through it to see it for the illusion that it was, but to show us something about ourselves that we were believing in. The brain is saying, I am releasing as well. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I don't know if any of you guys feel that, but I feel it in my heart. I feel it like the brain, almost like it's its separate little being. And it was also part of the program, and it too wants to be free. Wow. The brain, the ego, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, is saying that it is releasing the fear as we do. It is releasing the fear as we do. Saying I was the program. I was what I am, what the program of you, society, was. And as you become free and allow more and more of you, uninhibited, I get to be free too. Our head saying, I get to be free too. Wow. Never had that experience before. Yeah, free your mind and the rest will follow. But it's almost like the mind was telling me we have something beyond that, and that's our higher self, our God self. We have the God mind, and then the more ego mind. We have like two minds, and as we take that inner power, strength, that's not just here; it's everywhere. The God self part, and we move through it. It's almost like that frees the mind as well. It's almost like we got to take a step. We've got to take a step and trust and faith and hope and move beyond the fear before the mind does, because the mind won't let you. And we've been moving beyond the limitations of the ego. You know how they say, well, it's okay to feel it, listen to it, tell it it's okay. But there's something bigger than our physicality, which you guys all know. It's your spirit, it's your God self. It's that bigger part of you, moving you past the physical fear point of view. And then that frees the mind. So it takes a boldness beyond the mind and to push through something. And then because we've been doing that so much, so much, so much, and it's like, see, I told you it's gonna be okay, or telling yourself, see, I told you it's gonna be okay, mind. It is it's settling in, it's settling into this expansion that we're undertaking without so much resistance. So as we resist, this is weird because I know if you're thinking resistance, well, isn't that your mind telling you you're resisting? But you know how they say every cell is a dimension within itself? Every part of our body is consciousness within itself. Like you can speak to your hand, or you can speak to your heart, you can speak to your liver. It's almost like the brain is stepping into just that little. And I know our real mind isn't even in our head. They say it's our heart, but it's more like all encompassing. They're merging. The ego is also merging with the God mind. Wow. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Everything's within. Codes are in your light. Yeah. Our light is our codes. Our light activating, illuminating. Yeah. The codes are the light. Everything is light. Everything is light. It's releasing. We came to experience our codes. And you can say, well, what are our codes? Well, they're within you. In life, we'll give you an opportunity to activate them, to open them up, to see the reflection in another, like the sun holds codes for us. It's not happening outside of us, but they're reflections of us, helping us to remember. And then we click, connect, and then shoom. As Granny said, pay attention, child, because everything comes to you for a reason. I love your Granny, Leona. She's come through before. Who gives a shit? Exactly. Oh, Cola Brain Tonic. And that's you, Kim, right? Face Diamond Gem. All right, guys. So I thought I would do a collective. Thank you, Graf. Thank you for Graf Lynn Angel. I hope you're having a blessed day. What a beautiful message. Oh, I don't know why, but I heard that just now in my head. Oh my God. Well, you do know why. You do know why. Because we're connecting, and I sincerely adverb in a sincere or genuine way. I sincerely hope we can change this trend. Oh, sincerely. Yeah, opening up. I mean, you just had an activation. Sincerely, adverb in a sincere or genuine way. I sincerely hope that we change this trend. Ria, if you were a tree, what are you? What comes in your mind? Just consciousness. Just consciousness. I mean, like there was an old Deepak Chopra book that I read many years ago, and same idea. What you said, Kellyanne. If you were a tree, to me, it's just consciousness. Just consciousness. So he said, I think it had something to do with time. But anyways, cut off your head. Just cut off your head. Take it off your body and remove it. What is still there? It's like you are a tree. It's your consciousness. Awareness, I guess would be a better word. Awareness of the all. So shoot, behead yourself, put your head to the side. I like that spot. That spot I've never lost. Like I've always had that spot. Like I never left it. I remember feeling that same feeling when I was really, really little, just like that oneness. All right. Those who try to reach the spirit with human expectations of what should happen fail right away. Just wait in peace and your time will come, the flesh time. That is so on point. That is so true because when we hurry, time is an illusion, right? And we're hurrying. So we're actually acting out of the now in time, and time is actually an illusion. So we're actually slowing down the experience by getting out of the now and hurrying or thinking it's outside of us, thinking that there is this experience outside of us. It's never outside of us. We have created the idea of separation. for the experience, to bring us to self-awareness, self-realization. I know, it's so silly, only to get back like this. So here we were originally, then we created, oh, that's the outside. That's different than me. This outside has power over me. Oh, I got to do this, this, and this to gain this. Or I got to do this formula and in this retreat and this meditation for 40 days and 40 nights to get this to be here. But it was all here anyways. So the separate part, the separate is an illusion anyways. It's our hologram. The hologram is illusionary. It's not even real, but it gives us the experience of realness. So if we want to call this back, all we have to do is know it already is us. It's already all in here. All right. But it's fun. It's fun. We have created many games, many modalities, many tools, many, many, many things. And that's all beautiful because we did come for the physical sensory experience. And I wouldn't give that up for anything. I love being alive. I mean, I know I'm always alive, but I love being in earth. I love everything that I see. And that's why we came. And now we just have to remember that everything we see is us. We see through our frequency. And the only constant is change. Everything changes, but you never change. So whatever you're seeing is still you, no matter throughout time, throughout the hologram shifting or the shifting of projector frames, whatever the frames in a film. The constant is always you. You're the constant. You're eternal. You're never ending being of light. Just our awareness of that changes. I mean, doesn't change, opens up. And then the outside seems like it changes, but it's still all us. It's all source energy. All is source, all is us. And I think once we really, really get that, our power won't be separate from us. And for all you guys, it's not. We're just living that experience. So we know that. We know that. Now we get to experience the joy of it, the physical experience of that power. Is that not awesome? I'm getting Uber discounts every week. It's awesome. That is awesome, Lauren. And I find the more magic that you really take in, like I said, be aware of, it just happens, happens, happens. Like everything seems to have shifted in my world. It's so weird. So things just their flow because I'm not trying so hard. It flows when we don't try. Like you said, or I don't know if it was Kellyanne that said that, but pushing and trying. And we try and push for something that is already right here. Isn't that funny? Aren't we silly? It's so silly when you really think about it. But we wanted the experience, and that's fun. We're just playing a part. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. All right. All right. So I thought well, instead of pulling a collective, because I think that was a very big collective message, if you share it out and want a quickie, let me know. I'll do a real quick for Sherry Outers. And if you want to make a donation, I will give you a more thorough reading, okay? A personal reading. I mean, a more thorough personal. A quickie, I'm going to give you one quickie. I'm going to pull the House of Night because right now what was coming, what we're bringing to light, okay? What we're bringing into light, into our awareness, something that we've been yearning for or wanting, but we already have it. So what we're bringing to light, okay? So what we're bringing into our awareness and that which we want most, Chris, the abilities we want most is because those are already our greatest gifts. Is that not funny? It's already in us. We just are trying to compare it or think it needs to be something other than what it is. Our greatest desires are that which we already are. We just got to release the insistence of it appearing or projecting or developing in some particular way based on how somebody else is doing it or how it appeared to them. or how they describe it, or our limited perception of it. So yeah, that's what I'm really releasing, my limited perception of all the mysteries. They're already right there before me. All right. So if you shared out, want a quickie, let me know. And I'm just going to pull you a wisdom oracle, just a really quick message on what it is that's releasing. It's almost like what it is that's dissolving. The density is dissolving, and you're seeing it in your hand. You're seeing it before you now. Something that was hidden that's coming into your awareness, that's freeing. All right, let me know, guys. And if you donate, open donations, I will deliver a wisdom, which will tell you what it is that's before you, and then the wisdom of it, and then a heart card. So I'll do a power of 3, meaning a 3-card reading for personals, and then I'll do a quick wisdom house of the night quickie. So let me know, guys. Thank you for being here and commenting. So you guys are all putting forth effort in your comments, your attention, your awareness, and you're really, really, really allowing yourself to extract every bit in your moment of now. And you're not just extracting, you're engaging. So it's a give and take. It's a merging of energies. So awesome. Thank you for sharing, Lauren. I'll pull you one quick first. I see your name first. Lauren. Okay, so what are you bringing into your awareness that's releasing? An expectation or something that you thought had to be a certain way? What is opening up for you, I guess? Shoo. And then Kellyanne, I see. All right, Lauren. What needs to be brought into Lauren's awareness? I'm just going to do real quickies. So I say, not going to get too involved. If you make a personal donation for a personal, let me know. It's riabarna1224@gmail. I'll stick it on after this shuffle. Thank you guys for sharing out. Thank you for being here, because you guys are all truly master light blasters. And you can say, well, what am I a master at? There is a theme that you've come to complete for generations, to end it once and for all. And it's not that it was wrong or bad. It's come to completion, like a grade. Okay, a first grader gets done, they graduate, they go to second grade. That's what we have all come for. But the cycle isn't a 1-year cycle. It has been happening for ages and ages and ages. And now we have risen in frequency enough to finally gain the last little bit in the darkness. Our light is activated enough so that we get the full spectrum of whatever that theme was for you. Whatever that challenge is also that theme. All right, Lauren, and this is for the moment of now, okay? Obviously, you guys all got free will. Discern the messages as it applies to you. Use your own discernment. But yes, focus. I like this one. She's focused. She's bringing her awareness, her energy to that what she's aiming for, her desires, that which she wants to manifest. So for you, it's not being distracted by other people's ideas, other people's ways. She is pulled back her arrow. And notice how when an archer pulls back their arrow, it's, well, for her to, oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's kind of aligned to the heart. The bow, the arrow's up a little higher, but the bow, it's like aligned in the heart area, So it's about focusing on the heart area, not letting go of comparison. So what you're doing, what you're bringing in to your focus, what you're allowing, Lauren, is more focus, abundance, not getting distracted. She's not looking behind her. She's not looking at the side of her. She's focused directly in front. And it's as if this flame of light is coming from her heart space. So it's about focusing, I believe, in that heart center, spending time with that heart center, following to your excitement as the best you can in every moment. What makes me happy? What makes me peaceful? Not the have to's, not like, oh, these people have done it and I'm going to follow. Why recreate the wheel? No, recreate the freaking ass wheel, Lauren. Okay. So really focusing on your heart space, not being distracted by others. Kellyanne, shoot. Yes, you have focus, but what are you focusing on? We all have focus. It's just like we all have belief, but what are you believing in? Are you believing in the boogeyman, or are you believing that you're pure God source energy? We all have trust. What are we trusting in? The world sucks and it's going to destroy itself, or do we have trust in something else? We already are all of that and everything. The question is, where are you applying your awareness? Where are you putting it? And I'm just saying that in general. I'm not saying you don't have focus, Lauren. Anyways, that's what you're bringing into your awareness. More focus, more heart intent focus. That's what's opening up. I'm not saying you don't have that, okay? I'm just saying that's the energy that is illuminating for you, more so now than in the past nows. Kellyanne, chaos. So chaos, shoot, we got a little tornado here. So to me, what you're doing is, I think all the chaos is releasing, obviously, the chaos. You're allowing that, what you would call as chaos, drama, turmoil, tower moments, all of that kind of stuff. I'm feeling that you're letting those areas go because you have learned to hold that space while it's happening. So I'm feeling like chaos really isn't chaos for you anymore. You realize that it's just a swiping up of energies, a clearing, an opening, getting rid of debris. You know, when a big wind comes by and it moves all the leaves and you see things under the leaves and it moves stuff, you're realizing that the chaos is to serve you. Is to serve you. So weather, we'll say weather, but we'll say energy flows, energies like that you're experiencing in your realm. You're understanding how even the more negative, what we would quote as negative, you flip the switch of realizing its true purpose. And so you're able to be that eye, you're able to be that calm in the storm, you're able to even you're able to be the chill pill for someone else. Because even in this storm, the face looks calm. There's a face in this. Where is it? There's an eye here, almost like a genie face, a long nose, and then like a mouth, or like right here. His head is enlightened with light. Even though there's a chaos, you are connecting to that space within you, that Christ consciousness, that opening, that spiritual portal. And you are actually channeling that in through the chaos, through your calmness. Oh yeah, there's the mouth. Now you see it. There's the mouth right here. There's the nose. There's the eye. There's an eye. And then right up here, it's just, you're really connected to the spiritual portal. They're saying apex. I don't know why they're saying apex, but you're channeling all of that higher wisdom, knowledge, and love into it. And, you know, now it has no bearing on you. You don't get caught up in the tornado. So that's what you're releasing. You're releasing the idea of chaos being negative, and you're embodying more of the other end of the spectrum of it, the light in the chaos. And that's exactly what that head was. The light in the wisdom in the chaos. That's what you're opening up to. You're not getting stuck in the twister and getting all, where am I? And I'm just in a twister and I'm getting flown way off course. Now you know the chaos is to keep you on course. How awesome. Yes, you are the calm in the storm. I'm over it. Yes, you know all of that. The breaking down. So you are like, I don't know, do you even bring chaos? Like I don't mean in a negative sense. Do you, like, sometimes your perception or point of view, does it cause a little bit of a shakeup for others sometimes? Just curious. Because you're the calm in the storm, but you might also activate your wisdom, and your light might activate or throw others off kilter because they haven't found their center yet. That's also a different way to take it. Okay, it's others. Because sometimes our light, when somebody is on their growth in their learning curve, sometimes our light can activate a sense of chaos or upset or disturbance for another, but it really isn't. It's to awaken them. All right. And it's always this and that. Because nothing is separate from us, right? All right. Rainbow's here. Thank you, Rainbow. Yeah, I love that too. And I love what comes forth when I'm channeling, because I get these little boop, boop, boops, little like peeps and perceptions that I normally wouldn't get through you guys' readings, through you guys' awareness or attention, embodiment, however you say it. All right, so I'll pull a couple more guys, Sherry Outers. Let me know if you've shared and want one, and I will stick my PayPal up for anybody who makes a donation. I will give you a 3-card reading concerning what we talked about. I can't type and talk. All right, guys. All right. I'll just stick that there for if anybody here did. And if anybody ever, and I've done this before, miss somebody who donated, I will always go back and give you a reading. So just to let you know that. Oh, okay. I'll keep it right there, actually. All right. Oops. All right. All right. Love that outlook. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. And the way you said, no, it's others, but the others are us. Anyways, it's always us. Facebook user, DNA is human. Only we drive our own human car. We have the energy and we heal the energy of ourself. All right. Is that still you, Diamond Gem, saying that? Or is that sounds like a James Schuler comment? So I'm just curious who that Facebook user, I don't know if it's James or if it's Diamond Gem, but that sounds like something James would say, which is very wise and profound. DNA is human. Only we drive our human car. We have the energy and we heal the energy of ourselves. Or Tamara. It could be Tamara too, but I think I saw your name, Tamara, separate. Yeah. And we're already healed, guys. We're already healed. The experiences as a human of separateness or discord just gives us an opportunity for self-realization, and we're already healed. It's just we create these energies or blockages or distortions that give us the experience of not being healed, but we're always healed. We just don't have that experience because we aren't allowing the fullness of who we are to come to the plate. Like somebody who represses their truth and they really want to speak, but they're really shy and they don't want to get criticized or whatever, they could get throat problems. And then they seem like, oh, I need a healing, but really they just needed to allow more of themselves and to trust their own energy and their own self. And then as soon as this happened to me before, so I'm using it as an example, then I started speaking and then my throat healed up. So you're right. And also we do it to ourselves. Others can reflect a remembering or an activation or a mirror. That's a good word. A mirror for us to see us, a self in a different way that we might not be if we were just in a house 24/7 and never saw anyone. All right. All right. Rainbow, do you want a reading, Rainbow? James is responding to Gina. I didn't know Gina was there too. Maybe she's Facebook user. Okay. Maybe all you masters are Facebook users. It sounds like a master's comment, but you're all masters. But you get to know each other's personalities in a little group. All right, guys. Hell, no, I've walked through hell. And that's so beautiful because you walk through hell. That's why, Kellyanne, you're able to be the calm. You have mastered that. You have mastered that theme. You're ending that cycle. So beautiful, Kellyanne. So beautiful. Thank you. All right. Is there anybody else? Did anyone make a donation or is anybody shared out that would like a quickie? I did Kellyanne. I did Lauren. I see you guys. Chris Tucker. And I want it all. What does that mean? Chris, it means you are ready because I want it all. Okay. I want it all. So my goal since I've been a teenager is I want to be all that I was meant to be. And then we find out we're God. Well, I want to experience all of that God, all of that magic. And also, by the way, I also want to live it on heaven on earth. Okay. I don't care if it hasn't been done before. I want heaven on earth. So you want it all. You know why, Chris? Because you know it's possible. That's why. That's why. And then the journey shows us that we already do have it all. We just thought we didn't. And then before, when we thought we wanted it all, we were using it in comparison and expectations to other people. I want to be a channel. Yeah, I want to channel a medium. And then I'm thinking, oh, I need to see that person as I'm channeling them in form in front of me. So what did I do? I might have thought, oh, I ain't got that. So then I kind of shut down those doors where my senses are more heightened, like through imagination or through thinking or through thoughts, through songs, through the sky, through the clouds, spirit speaking to me that way, channeling to me that way. So again, it's about releasing the insistence and expectations of how it's been done, because you are different. You're a different snowflake. You're a different breed, Chris. And you want it all because you already are all, and you're ready to experience it. How amazing. Some people don't even want it all because they don't think it's possible. So to me, it's ready. You're really ready to blast open the fullness of who you are, Chris, to be experienced in this physical reality, which hasn't been done at that capacity. All right, guys, I guess we're done. We love sharing with you. Aquamarie. Okay, so I know that's Gina, because Gina calls me Aquamarie, and Aqua's my spiritual name, but she added my Marie, and Marie's actually my real name, not Ria. Ria's a nickname. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Yes, the stillness is where I feel God. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it's just more of it's an awareness. It's a calm. It's a quiet bliss, Kellyanne. Absolutely. It's 111. Wow. No, it's Indiava. Yes, it's not Gina, it's Indiava. That's her spiritual name, Indiava. The angel codes I posted merge with the left brain, the right brain, and the heart when you scan the symbols, and the three merge into dimension. That is very, very beautiful. Thank you for that, Indiava. And sometimes it's too much. Sometimes I can get overwhelmed with too much information. And then when we get feeling that way, just let it go, because you already hold it. Yes, we do get all of this outside affirmation. We get all of the outside explanations that maybe your brain or you're wanting to get, and that's great. But if you find yourself having to absorb, and I'm not saying that was too much to absorb, Indiava, I'm just saying in general, as I'm reading it, it seems like overload to me for a minute, because I need to take the moment and focus on it. But no, guys, if we don't know what Indiava just said, the angelic codes I posted, the left brain and the right brain and the heart, with the symbols, which I love those codes you sent me, and I still haven't spent time reflecting over those. But know that you have what you need when you need it. So sometimes we think, oh my God, I'm so behind, or oh, that person has so much information on YouTube, or that person or this person, I need to suck it all in. No, you need to just chill and connect to yourself. Damn it. And I'm saying that just because I needed to do that. But I know, Chris, you talk about being a sponge. And when you're feeling that and inspired, yes, that's different. You just want to suck it all in. There were times when I used to actually read books. I don't read anymore. I listen on YouTube or books, on audio. And I used to just not be able to get enough. There was a time I couldn't get enough of Abraham. There was a time I couldn't get enough of Bashar. There was a time I couldn't get enough of Deepak Chopra. There was a time I couldn't get enough of other spiritual leaders, which were holding information that were activating me. So yes, be that sponge, because you are that sponge. You're the sponge, and you're the water you're sucking up. You're all of it. You're the sponge, the portals in the sponge. You've got all of these portals, and you're just, wanting all the information that you are. All right, guys, I guess that's it. Indiava, thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you, Graf, Facebook user, Tamra. I'll do one for you, Tam. You shared out, if you're still there. I knew it! I knew it! I recognize a fellow Gem's mind. I know how they work. I see so much of myself in you, James. All right. That was a delay in the comments. At the bar, drinking spirits. Nice. Nice. I like that. Drinking spirits. I like that. That's another way too to give. All right, I love it. That's another way to give a old definition or label a new meaning. I love it. I love it. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. All right, Tamra, you got the same as Lauren. Focus. And you definitely are doing that as well. You're very heart intent focused. So that's what you're opening up to. You're opening up to focusing to you, your worth, your abilities, your power, your energy, your happiness, your abundance. It's aligned to the heart. It's right lined up with the heart space. And that is what you want to experience. You're really opening up to experiencing in a more full, satisfying, sustainable way in the 3D. It's not just about keeping it in spirit. No, we came for the physical. I damn well want abundance spiritually and before me physically. That's what we came. It's the whole kit and caboodle. The spiritual came to merge with the physical. Boom, all of it. We are all of it. So that is what you're opening up to, Tam. You're opening up to the manifestations in your 3D awareness of your heart as well, projecting through that light, and boom. Yeah, I want to experience that. Nothing is better or less. It's about bringing them together and not compartmentalizing. It's about the merging now. All right. Anyone else? James? Excuse me if you're ordering another drink. Oh, it's Rainbow. I did not see you. I do too. All right. All right. Rainbow. Shoo. I love all the all right, now back to Facebook user. Sure. All right. So I'm gonna do Rainbow, and then I'm gonna do Johnny B. Andreas, fellow gem, another fellow gem. I don't know. And I have I'm really get really proud, even though I don't have all the gem qualities, because we're a mixture of everything, but we all should really, really be proud of who we are, our makeup, our individuality, because a lot of times we're really proud. We're interested in, like me personally, I loved all my life, loved seeing astrology or all of these different things or colors or auras or all of these, Christy's not here, but human design. I love getting all of that mirrored reflections of myself. It's part of my journey, and yeah, it's fun and exciting, and I am proud to be who I am. We all should be proud to be who we are, and we're all reflecting each other's own light in one another as well, because we're still all one. So James or Rainbow or Indiava, Wild Blue, you guys are giving me an experience and a perception that I wouldn't gain just from my soul focus right here. So it's all beautiful. It all works as one. All right, Rainbow. What is Rainbow illuminating, bringing forth more fully into her awareness, into her experience? Rainbow, fire, honesty. To me, immediately, you're just getting really, 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 really opening up, and have been. Not, it doesn't mean just this moment and now, but it's really a culmination of getting really honest with yourself, really getting honest what your passions is, getting really, really honest and what inflames you, getting really, really honest and connecting to your true authenticity. Who are you? What do you like? What makes you happy? What do you still hide from yourself? You're bringing that into the open. You are very intense on alchemizing, transmuting anything that is not authentically you. You're really, really opened up to that. I'm feeling you've got a really, really, really deep opening where you have tapped into a lot of nicks and crannies and little areas that you never have really touched upon before, that are really all I can say is they're in your face, and you are really just coming to a greater intensity or illumination of honesty with your spirit, honesty with you, all of you, your physical part of you, your spiritual part. It's all you, what you want to do, the reflection you're seeing in your life. So you've lit that candle in your dark areas to bring light. And to me, for me, you're extending that out. That is part of your mission, to extend that out to others, to extend that mirror to others, where you have found, where you have lightened the darkest areas within yourself and brought them to your awareness. You hold that space for others to do the same, so that they can live in their true authenticity, in their mirror, their hologram, their reflection can be a true reflection of them, their passion, their excitement, their happiness, that which sparks them. Also, a lot of times when you light a candle, you bring memory to something. Like, in a church or a mass, or you might light a candle for one that's passed on, like a prayer, like holding space, like, just helping them along their journey in the afterlife. To me, it's about you lighting your own candle and really honoring your journey. And they are even saying right now, Rainbow, to light a candle, and maybe you already do this, in honor of you, in honor as the physical reflection of the light that you are following, that you are illuminating on your path, but it's also acting as the light you are following, which is you, your soul's journey of you. So to aid you as a symbolic representation of honoring yourself and aiding and supporting your path to the greatest authenticity of you, which is passion. It's sustainable joy and happiness, to literally light yourself a candle in honor of you, like you would for a loved one that has passed. You're passing through portals, you're passing through dimensions, you're passing ending cycles and entering new life. Nothing, I mean, obviously death is an illusion. We've come to die a million times, but never without actually physically dying. So it's to help and honor your journey of all of that death and rebirth. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey, White Light Healing, good evening. All right. All right. Last one is James. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Kimmy. I'm like, I don't know, but they said tell her to light a candle for her. Like, we'll light them for others, people that are sick, people that have passed, people that need healing. They want you to light one in honor of yourself. I'm going to do that as well. Kimmy, thank you for holding space with this message, because what I actually got the most out of that whole spiel that Spirit brought forth was, yeah, I'm going to light my own candle, damn it. I'm going to honor my path. I'm going to honor my spark. I'm going to honor my soul. And I'm going to use that as a, I don't know, commemoration? No, as a symbol of that, honor to that. Thank you, White Light Healing. I'm just finishing up though. You might want to watch the replay if you feel called. All right, James Schuler, Johnny B. Andreas. Let's see here. Andreas. All right. All right, James, what we got? What we got that you're illuminating? Fun live, guys. Thank you for participating, and thank you for being here. Thank you for holding space for all of these beautiful, beautiful, profound messages of light and love. All right, we got lust. All right, James, you want to interpret that one for me? Seeing you're so good at interpreting, let's interpret it. All right. So to me, lust might represent the senses, and sometimes that we might deny our senses and think you're freeing yourself of lust, meaning anything that you're trying to substitute on the outside through your senses or your physicality, that will be fleeting unless you have that deep interconnection within yourself. So to me, you are releasing some limited ideas of lust. So you're honoring your sensual part of you because you've connected to a deeper part of your own light, your God self. It's flowing, you're allowing it. But in the past, a lot of people will use lust as substitute space holders to have that connection of excitement or deep feeling, but they're trying to get it outside of them. And lust can be physical, or it could be addictions, it can be a yearning, filling. And I know you're very wise about everything I'm saying right here. Filling yourself with stuff when it can only be like that candle that Kimmy had, that light and fire and passion within. So lust sometimes can be thinking of fleeting moments of passion, just something quick, but it's not sustainable, lusting. And to me, this is about that sustaining, life fulfilling, deep, rewarding, what we seek sometimes in a relationship with another, to fill that space, to make us feel whole, to make us feel alive. you're releasing ideas and concepts of lust and really connecting to that flame, that ever-giving life, excitement, pleasure, fulfillment from your own inner light. But simultaneously, you can also release any judgment on lust, because once you connect here and you're fulfilled here, and even when you didn't, that's not wrong. It's not wrong to lust and have more relationships that eventually might not be long term or fulfilling or rewarding in the end. A quick, like, fleet in pleasure. Um, those relationships can bring us to a deeper yearning and something more sustainable, which eventually lead us to the ultimate relationship, self with self, the smaller self with our God self. But then we can reflect that into our physical world and experience. You might be being called to experience all of that light and love, that you're so wise, you're so knowledgeable, you're like, you know. And now I think you're to extend that out and experience it in a human physical contact as well. So maybe you've dismissed this in the past, maybe you thought that's not meaningful, or you could be substituting, but now you're not. I'm feeling that you've got all this, and I think that now you're releasing the ideas of lust, and you're going to bring yourselves to being able to enjoy more physical, sensual pleasures on the outside in whatever way, shape, or form that is for you. So removing the judgments, the ways of how you might have thought about this before, understood it. You have a deeper understanding of what all this means now. That's what I'm feeling. You're releasing the limited ideas of lust, and you're expanding it and infusing it with the light of eternity. How good is that? Good card, wonderful meaning, fascinating. All right. All right, awesome. I like this, because a lot of times in the past too, what we're taught, especially if you were brought up in a religious forum, platform, whatever way, shape, or form, we were taught to kind of deny the outside. Oh, the physical don't matter. Don't give in to the physical temptations. Oh, it's about holiness. God wouldn't want that. Seek for eternal life. This life is fleeting. You're going to die, but then you're going to have to go to eternity. Pave your path of purity now so you may enter the kingdom of heaven. Release this. And I think maybe in some ways now we're learning to recognize this in a healthy way, not unbalanced. We're coming to an equilibrium and balance as we honor ourself, our temple, our energy, our flame. We're also honoring the physical sensations of partnership, or whether it be long-term, short-term, in the now. We're really honoring it in a more sacred way. Like we're honoring our physical life in general in a more sacred way. Like even how we connect to nature. We connect to nature, I think, in general as a collective, or at least I do. Well, I don't know. I always did. But in a more sacred way. We're honoring everything. Remember the whole beginning of this live waste not, want not? We're honoring everything in a sacred way so that we are automatically not in that wasteful state, because we are honoring ourselves. All that we experience in our world is us. So even lust or physical, fleshly, whatever you want to call it, is a sacred, more honorable experience as well. Everything is sacred, and everything always has been, but our disconnection from ourselves and giving our power over to other people's beliefs, understandings, paradigms, opinions have contaminated or distorted our natural expression. So I believe that we are all expressing from a more sacred, holy way, and holy not in the way that you got to follow God or Jesus's or the Bible or religious ways. No, just through your own honoring of your light and honoring your experience without judgment, without condemnation, without good, bad, whatever. Just taking it for what it is, knowing it's an experience your soul came to have. And that's what makes it holy, because you guys are holy. You are this. Your love and light. That if we're re-remembering who we are. You can really Do no wrong when you're in that alignment, because why would you? Why would you? You know that there is nothing separate from you. That's a very beautiful ending, James. All right, guys. White light, did you want a quickie? No pun, no pun intended to the whole lust card. All right. White light healing. Would you like a card? You're welcome, James. White light, let me know if you would want one, and I'll give you a real quick one because you came on at the end. It matters not what others believe, it is what we believe that counts. Thank you. But I didn't live that way all my life. No, 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 I did not. I worried about what other people thought. I'd worry about what they say. I'd worry about what my parents would, or friends or parents would think. So we're stepping into that more, James. All right, I'll give you a quickie. White light healing. What are you illuminating? What are you? Okay, so at the beginning, we were talking about grand rising. As we rise, as our frequency rises, everything in our reality rises to match that frequency. Everything takes on a new meaning. It takes on a new frequency because we are, and we're the ones creating it. It is our hologram. It is projected through our lens. And as we rise, everything rises with it. Definitions, labels, ways of being, concepts, ideas, tarot reading, oracle reading, all of it. Beautiful. Vision. Aphrodite. So Aphrodite is that one of love as well. 8, abundance. What stands out to me, she's very pure and divine, in the sense that she is really, really embodying her divinity. She's wearing a white dress representing her purity, but purity not according to somebody else's definitions of purity. Again, according to your heart. See how her heart is lit up right there? She's got a light emanating right there. It's hard to see because her dress is white right there. And so she has brought herself out of the darkness, represented by the full moon. The full moon, things about yourself that you might have hidden, thought weren't right, judged, criticized, thought weren't appropriate, thought weren't what one should be like. It's like you have exposed all of that into the fullness that it is, the light. You're accepting all of your love in every way, shape, or form, and you're not hiding. You're embodying. So you've come out of hiding and have gone into embodying. Is it time to go? All right, I gotta bring my daughter to track here in a second. So I love this vision, and that's 8. When you can accept yourself in the fullness of who you are, 8 is your abundance, because you are allowing all of you. When we're aware and allowing in self-love all that we are, that is our lens, that is our projection, that is our creation, and that is our experience. Abundance in every way, shape, or form, all because you allowed you to come out of the darkness into the light of the full moon, going through the portal of the full moon, and then you're into a new day, a new dawn, a new you, a new world. But the new world didn't happen separate or outside of you. It happened through your own self-love, self-acceptance, and vulnerability, and open just to be you. There's this crow. What the hell's he got? It looks like there's this crow. It just went by. He landed in the pine tree, and he looked like he had a big carrot in his mouth. So weird. I mean, they don't normally eat carrots, but it literally a crow, and he had this big, huge orange carrot out of his mouth, and then he flew over somewhere else. So whatever. Very beautiful reading. That's who I am. Content. She's content. She's blissful. She's peaceful, and she's proud of who she is, and she's confident, and she doesn't give a hoot what anybody else says. Very beautiful. That's what you're coming into, more and more and more of you, of that. All right. Crow medicine. Yeah. Crow medicine for you. It wasn't cawing. It was like taking its food somewhere. And usually I don't even know if I've ever seen them with anything in their mouth. They always speak to me. They're always yapping, but see them flying with, and then what's the carrot represent? Sacral. So giving new birth, bringing a new forth, a new world, a new life through your own reconnection to self. And maybe you need to eat carrots. I don't know. and carrots represent, in the old fashioned saying, eat your carrots so you can see better. Well, I'm feeling you see fine and dandy, because when you're connected to you, you're seeing through the purity of you, which is the sacral, which is your own personal power. Your own personal power. You're empowered through yourself. You rejuvenate, regenerate yourself, and then you see through the power of your sacral, that energy of birth and personal power and giving life and abundance and divine feminine and intuition, all of it. All right, that's your message. All right. All right, guys. I love your work, my eyes. All right, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was so fun. It was my pleasure, my passion, all in one. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.